Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time, we defeated Epic Grandmaster, finishing off Crystal's Hero Path with a win, and that's our 19th Hero Path we've completed successfully. Very nice. Today we're starting Forge's Hero Path. No, Bishop. Bishop and Forge are not the same person. So, Legendary Legacy Adventure Hero Path, Lucas Bishop. Bishop, designed by JMaster1324. Shoutouts to them. And battle number 1, Fitzroy and Shard, sitting in a tree. In a far-off future, Bishop's discovered that his sister Shard's ex-boyfriend Fitzroy had set an ambush for her. Can Bishop get there to help her before it's too late? I have no idea who either of those characters are, and I don't think they're in this setup, so that's interesting. Today we're facing Magneto. Magneto always leads the Brotherhood. Master Strike, each player reveals an X-Men hero or discards down to 4 cards. And the scheme is X-Men Danger Room goes berserk. Set up 8 twists. Twist Trap. By end of turn, you may pay 2 recruit. If you do, shuffle this twist back into the villain deck, then play a card from the villain deck. Or suffer, stack this twist next to the scheme as an airborne neurotoxin. Evil wins when there are 5 airborne neurotoxins. So you need to spend recruit to put the twist back into the villain deck, but the longer the game goes, the more likely it is that you get a twist, you put the twist back into the villain deck, and then you get another twist, and then you keep doing that, and you can get an even more twists, and eventually there are only twists left in the villain deck and you lose. So you gotta try and win pretty quickly. We're also facing the MILF and the Sapien League, and we're playing as Bishop, Apocalyptic Kitty Pryde, Banshee, Forge, and Cable. My first thought was to bring in Yondu for a little bit of danger sense to try and stop the Sapien League from speeding the game up. But then I figured that there's no real punishment for letting stuff escape, so I can just leave the Sapien League escape if I'm worried too much about that. And I like this lineup of heroes. There's like a few paths I can take. I can go the ranged covert path with like Bishop, Banshee, Pryde, Forge, stuff like that. Then there's like a tech path with Kitty Pryde, Forge, and Cable. And there's also like an X-Force or Factor. I think it's Force. Like an X-Force path between these two. There's a lot of different ways I could take this, and I didn't really feel like replacing anyone. So, we're going to try it like this. And it shouldn't be too hard. Magneto's not very difficult, so let's go. Okay. I might just let that go. So twist, trap, by end of turn I may pay 2 recruit. If I do, shuffle it back into the villain deck, then play a card from the villain deck. Or suffer, I stack it next to the scheme as an airborne neurotoxin. I think I'm just letting that go. Both sides here have like a decent start. Like I can start with a tech side on one side and then start a ranged covert thing on the other side. Sonic Blastwave is a pretty damn good card. And it might let me get to Bone Shattering Howl eventually. Which is a very, 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 very good card. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let this go. And start tech first, I guess. Alright, I failed the trap. I stacked the twist next to the scheme as an airborne neurotoxin. How much do I want to risk this playing an extra henchman? That's not the end of the world yet. And getting a KO is probably worth it. Gonna fight this for 3. Fight KO one of your heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a henchman villain played. I'm gonna KO a trooper just because I really want to get to Bone Shattering Howl. That's not a henchman villain. I'm gonna buy this for 2. Okay. Do I just let this one go too? Versatile 3 is very strong. I think, like, I need to get my decks sort of set up in the early game. I think I need to just let this happen. And then late game I can worry about everything else. So I failed the scheme again. Failed the trap. Stack this as another airborne neurotoxin. Okay. Now it's getting a little bit scary. But I am buying recruit cards. So maybe it'll be fine. I failed the trap again. I feel like I am... Probably shouldn't have let all three of those go through. Alright. I don't need the extra attack this turn, so I'll versatile for recruit. Then 2 attack. Any villain I fight in the sewers gets this turn gets -1 attack, -2 attack. Any villain I fight in the sewers this turn. That's interesting. So if this spawns another Sapien League, I can fight that one too. So I'll fight this for 1, KO one of my heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck. It's not a henchman villain. Alright, what do I want here? Reboot's very strong. This can also be very strong, but I kind of need to make sure that tech stays in the HQ, which means I can't buy a reboot. I'm not going to buy a reboot. And a sidekick. Bro, I have 8 recruit. That's insane. I need a covert card, though. For this. Oh, that's a bad scheme twist. I mean, I guess not that bad, because I can just shuffle her back in. Okay, I need a covert card for you. You're a covert card. Preferably more than 1. That'll work. Alright. I'm gonna have a really strong Banshee deck over here. That's really cool. Am I saving Disrupt Circuits for the other side? Just because the other side really needs that covert? I think I'm fine with that. That means that you're going to be a little weaker, because I'm not saving the tech cards, but a 2 attack card is still, like, not terrible. Master Strike. Each player reveals an X-Men hero or discards down to 4 cards. This side reveals this. This side, oh, okay. That ain't great. Probably not attacking anything. Alternatively, I don't recruit anything. And instead use all of the attack next turn. Alright, draw a card. I no longer need to save my recruit, so I'll fight this for 3. Fight K one of my heroes, then reveal top card of the villain deck. If it's a henchman villain, play it. It's not. Buy this for 2. Okay. The covert's showing up, which is good. I think I'm just going to versatile for attack. I have 5 attack. I'm going to try discarding a shield trooper to draw into more attack. I don't think I'll get enough to fight Magneto, but I could try. So 2 recruit, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw 2. Got me through my deck a little bit faster, which is nice. I'm going to fight you for 5. And by... This tech deck isn't really working out, but I definitely want that on the other side. Guess I just buy another sidekick. Draw a card. Okay, the rares. Where's all my cards? I guess I KO'd a couple. Okay, but the rare's in there, as well as the covert. I should be able to get that rare trigger next turn. I think I want this just to have a more likely chance of triggering the rare. I would like that KO effect, but I don't have the energy. Okay. This is fantastic, okay. I would have to play it in this order. Oh, but then I don't have attack this turn, so... I don't know what order I'm going to play that in. This kind of sucks because I can't fight this. I can probably fight it next turn with my piercing energy instead of fighting Magneto. I can fight Magneto whenever I want. I might just take Strike at the Heart of Evil over here, just as like an attack card. The other side doesn't need that. Master Strike. Each player reveals an X-Men hero, discards into 4 cards. This side reveals this. This side still does not have an X-Men hero. Maybe I save the sidekick for later. Save it for later. Okay, I do have X-Gene, so let's start by drawing a card. And X-Gene Covert, I get +1 piercing energy. Let's get a piercing energy counter. Piercing energy. Okay, so I think I want this trigger instead of this trigger, because this trigger only gives me 1 extra piercing energy, where this one gives me 3. And then I just buy one of these, probably Speed of Sound. So I'm going to play this first. And then this one. So I may have this card produce piercing energy instead of recruit. So I have 8. I can fight this and Magneto, actually. That's pretty good. So let's start by fighting this for 3. If you fight Wildside in the sewers of the bank, KO 2 of your heroes. I'm gonna buy this and... Actually, let's fight Magneto first and see what happens. Magneto only has 5 VP, so... Recruit an X-Men hero from the HQ for free. Oh, that's kind of exciting. Concussive Blast? Phase out. This is a hard choice. Another phase out could be pretty good. Just get more KO. And then I can get Concussive Blast later. If I have enough recruit. I mean, I have this to get more recruit. I don't know if I'll need any of this, but I'll recruit that for free. And then buy this and Soaring Flight it. It's a very strong deck over here that is going on. Okay, to recruit, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw 2. To recruit, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw 2. To attack, any villain in this I fight in the sewers gets -2 attack. Fight this for 1. If I KO one of my heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a henchman villain, play it. It's not. I guess I can buy this now. This side has enough covert, I think. It has 3, and the deck's pretty small. I have the X gene for this. And I'm not going to get the X gene for that. That's fine. I'll just buy this over here, just as an attack card. And then I can kind of leave these two here, maybe, and not buy anything else on this side. This side might be good enough to just win. Okay, I don't have the X gene, and I'm not going to get the X gene, but that's fine. I'll draw a card. Okay, then 2 piercing energy. This will be piercing energy instead of recruit. Okay, and then 4 piercing energy. And I can use attack as if it were piercing energy this turn. I'm probably just fighting Magneto twice. I'm gonna fight Magneto for 5. 5 piercing energy. Which other player reveals an X-Men hero or gains 2 wounds. Well, that's unfortunate. And then I'm going to fight him again for 4 piercing energy and 1 attack, which I can use as piercing energy. Choose one of your X-Men heroes. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, add that to your hero to your hand as a 7th card. Don't mind if I do. Buy that. This game is going to be over very soon. Rescue a bystander, draw a card. I think I'm just going to leave these in here for this, assuming the game goes long enough for that to matter. So I'm going to versatile for attack. Fight this for 3. Fight! KO one of your heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a henchman villain. Play it. And I'm just going to leave these here and buy a new recruit. I think this deck's probably good enough. Ah, it's a scheme twist. So it's a trap. By end of turn, I can pay 2 recruit. If I do, shuffle this back into the villain deck. If I win this turn, that doesn't matter. Okay, I think I want to start with this. Then I draw a card and can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I'm going to KO one of these. Then 2 attack, I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, get +1 attack. Then 4 piercing energy, and I can spend attack as if it were piercing energy this turn. I fight Magneto for 5, piercing energy / attack. For each of your X-Men heroes, rescue a bystander. That would be 4. 1, 2. Choose a hero that costs 4 or less. I get its printed recruit and attack. I'll choose this one. 3. +2 recruit, only usable to recruit this. 4. Okay, then I have 2 more piercing energy. I'm going to fight you for 4 piercing energy. And then fight Magneto for 5 piercing energy and win. Man, Bone Shattering Howl is really strong. I guess that makes sense that it's a rare. Alright, that was very fast. Let's count some victory points. We had a scary start, but didn't matter. And this twist didn't matter because, well, I won this turn. Left side got 7. Right side got 38. If you add those together, you get 45. This makes it seem like the left side was bad. And it wasn't that bad, it's just the game didn't last long enough for it to do anything. And the right side got Bone Shattering Howl on like turn 6 or something dumb like that. Piercing Energy's kind of busted if you can make a Piercing Energy deck, and I made a Piercing Energy deck, so. Yeah. Right side was fantastic, left side was just, it was working on it. It could have been good if I gave it a little bit more time to cook. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Next time we're moving on to battle number 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.